I'm Vidhi Shetty. I'm a nutritionist and a certified diabetes educator. I run my private practice and have over 3 years of experience in the field. And previously, I have worked in hospitals and also a fitness startup, and have interacted with numerous patients and clients. So I have good experience in that field. So today's topic is about gummies. So I know a lot of people have been having gummies now, and it's almost very trendy to have gummies for your hair health and for your nails, for sleep, etc. So today we are going to be deep diving into whether gummies are really effective and whether you should have them. So to start with, what are gummies? So gummies are vitamin or mineral supplements, and they basically come in various shapes, forms, and textures, and they either give you one nutrient or multiple nutrients in them. Now, what are these gummies made up of? Gummies are made up of usually a gelatin base. They have a lot of sugar in it, they have glucose syrup, they have agar-agar, they have guar gum, pectin, different forms, different ingredients in gummies. There are both vegan forms as well, which include pectin and guar gum, and there are non-vegetarian forms that have gelatin in them. And most of them have a pretty significant amount of sugar, because that's the aim of the gummies, is to give that gummy a taste. And if they don't have sugars, they usually replace it with certain sugar alcohols and cornstarch, etc., to make it palatable. Gummies also have artificial flavors, artificial coloring. Some of them have natural colors as well, and they have ample amount of additives in it. Okay, so the main question that came in from you guys were, are there any side effects to these gummies, right? So one of the major side effects, which is quite common with people, is that because the gummies have a lot of sugar alcohols in them, they cause a lot of gastric distress. They cause gastric disturbances. Some people might have an allergic reaction. तो जैसे कि शरीर में hives होना, या स्पॉट्स होना, या ब्रीथ नहीं ले सकते हैं लोग, सांस नहीं आती है, तो अगर ऐसा कुछ हो आपके गमी खाने से, तो यू शुड इमीडिएटली गो टू द डॉक्टर. If you have stomach concerns which are like nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, again contact the doctor. This is quite common when you start with gummy vitamins, and this is one of the major and most common side effects of gummies. This is although temporary and it goes away with time. And this is very individual, so not everyone might have this, but some people may suffer from this, and it's quite common due to the sugar alcohols and the additives and the artificial flavoring and colors that is added to the gummies. Now, apart from this, one thing जो हम सब suffer करते हैं जिससे, which is over consumption. So जैसे कोई खाना अगर बहुत टेस्टी हो तो हम ज़्यादा खाना चाहते हैं, वैसे ही gummies, because they are very tasty and they are full of sugar, a lot of us like to have the taste of it, and we may overconsume it. So although they are candy, overconsuming candy is a separate problem, but overconsuming gummies can come with side effects, because if the vitamin or minerals is fat soluble, like vitamin A हो उसमें, vitamin E, D, K हो, तो ये हमारे फैट या हमारे बॉडी के सेल्स में स्टोर हो जाते हैं, एंड इट कैन ऑल्सो कॉज, और इट मे कॉज टॉक्सिसिटी ऑफ दैट वाइटामिन इन योर बॉडी. So it's very important to be careful कि what are the ingredients, what are the vitamins that the gummies is supplying you, and it shouldn't cause toxicity, because you can go overboard from the recommended dosage, and that may not be good for you. In terms of overconsumption, one more thing comes to mind. If the gummies have sugar and you already have a high sugar diet or a high calorie diet, it will only add to your calories. So this is one thing you need to keep in mind, that if you are eating a very high calorie diet, these gummies will add to that, and you need to be very careful of what ingredients you're putting into your body. Another thing I'd like to mention is gummies की जो texture होती है, it is extremely sticky, right? If you eat any candy in the world, you'll know how sticky and how it gets stuck at the back of your teeth, and you don't bother about it, right? So if you consume gummies and they get stuck at the back of your teeth and you're not able to clean it on time, they can be an invitation. न्योता हो सकता है वो dental cavities के लिए या dental caries के लिए, which is always not a good sign, and it's just an add-on problem to every other issue that you might be facing. Okay, one more thing I'd like to mention is that gummies are not the same as traditional vitamins because one, that they are extremely the dosage is not well established. Now traditional vitamins is been around for a long time, तो उनकी जो efficacy है, उनका जो work है, उनका जो formulation है, it's quite fixed, and we know that it works and it works in a particular dosage. But what happens with gummies is कि the gummies have those various ingredients like sugar, gelatin, etc. And over that you need to add a bunch of vitamins and minerals. तो बहुत बार ऐसा हो जाता है कि एक डोज से आपका जो रेकमेंडेड डेली अलाउंस है, जितना आपकी शरीर को ज़रूरत है उस डेफिशिएंसी के वक्त, वो मिल नहीं पाता है. तो आप एक के बदले 2 डोजेज आपको रेकमेंड किया जाता है गमीज़ का, जबकि आप अगर विटामिन टैबलेट या सप्लीमेंट लोगे तो उसमें आप एक ही डोजेज में वो कवर कर सकते हैं. नाउ इफ़ यू हैव टू ईट more than one dosage, one, that it'll increase your calorie intake, 2, it'll increase your sugar intake, 3, it'll increase the chances of you getting those dental caries and dental cavities if you don't clean them well. And if you eat too, sometimes it might lead to more overconsumption, which is detrimental to your health. So it's very important to know the ingredients of the gummies that you're going for and to not go overboard in terms of the dosage that is recommended by the doctor. Another thing I want to highlight is that जब हम क्यों लेते हैं supplements? Okay, so we usually take supplements when there is a deficiency, right? तो क्या होता है अगर आजकल जो हेयर सप्लीमेंट्स है जो बिक रहे हैं मार्केट में, दे आर बायोटिन सप्लीमेंट्स, राइट? एंड normally we need 30 micrograms of biotin, which is easily available through food. और जो supplements में है आपको 5000 micrograms देते हैं biotin, which is absolutely not needed. There are a lot of foods that give you biotin, foods like eggs, meat liver, like nuts like almonds, then sunflower seeds, spinach, broccoli, mushrooms. These are all abundant in biotin, and if you have a variety of these foods in your diet and you eat it daily, there is no chance of you having a deficiency per se. So it's very important to know कि अगर आपको deficiency है. Now some signs and symptoms of biotin deficiency. Now I'm taking biotin as an example because we usually go for biotin supplements for hair, nails, etc. And if I'm going with that example, now biotin deficiency is honestly very rare. First of all, you will have rashes around your eyes, your nose, your mouth. These are symptoms. They are scaly red rashes that you will have. You will have conjunctivitis. You will have loss of hair thinning, and also loss of body hair, which is again very rare in individuals. So it's highly unlikely that you're deficient in biotin. Other root causes of biotin deficiency are chronic alcoholism. अगर आप बहुत अल्कोहल पीते हो और आपकी डिपेंडेंसी है अल्कोहल पे, तो आपके नॉर्मल न्यूट्रिएंट्स अब्जॉर्ब नहीं हो पाते, इसलिए आपको शायद हो सकता है बायोटिन डेफिशिएंसी. अगर आपको एक रेयर जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर है, वो अगेन इट्स वेरी रेयर एंड मोस्ट हेल्दी इंडिविजुअल्स डोंट हैव दैट जेनेटिक डिसऑर्डर, देन यू माइट हैव डेफिशिएंसी. और समटाइम्स ड्यू टू हाई न्यूट्रिशनल डिमांड्स, जैसे अगर आप प्रेग्नेंट हो या आप ब्रेस्ट फीड कर रहे हो अपने बच्चे को, तो इट्स पॉसिबल टू हैव दीज डेफिशिएंसीज. बट अगर ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं हैं तो यू पॉसिबली डोंट हैव अ बायोटिन डेफिशिएंसी. But if you do want to understand if you have that biotin deficiency, you must consult a healthcare professional, and they'll do various tests to determine if you have that deficiency. And only then, I would still recommend to take a complete approach to your hair loss as opposed to just taking a supplement. And for food first approach is one thing that I do recommend for everybody, because it's very easy to get biotin from your food. And mostly जब hair loss होता है या hair thinning होती है, there are various factors that are contributing to that hair loss. It's not just biotin. In fact, biotin would be the least of all the reasons why you're losing hair. One more thing that I've noticed, most companies in India who are having these supplements have supplements for things we are not deficient in, right? Like apple cider vinegar, melatonin, biotin. So these things are easily available through food and we're not exactly deficient in it. So definitely consult your healthcare professional for any deficiencies and don't just take off-the-counter gummy supplements because they can be detrimental and can do more harm than good for you. When do you use gummies then? So if you are a picky eater, you're not able to eat foods, you don't like the taste of most foods, you have a condition which doesn't allow you to eat nourishing food, only then you go for something like a gummy. But if you're healthy, you don't have any deficiencies, you eat fine, you can eat a good, well-balanced diet, then you don't need to go for something like a gummy. Also, one more thing I would like to mention specifically to biotin gummies is that biotin interacts with some drugs. So because of some drugs, you can have deficiency of biotin, and that's when you can have a supplement as opposed to a gummy. Are gummies absorbed better than vitamins? So my answer for that is no, because gummies and normal supplements have the same metabolic pathway. They go through your digestive system and then are absorbed into your blood. So they don't have better absorption. When do you consume the supplements? So most supplements are best consumed with a meal, like supplements that have any fat soluble vitamins should have a fat sufficient meal, like vitamin D, E, K. These are ones that you should have along with a meal or after a meal so that the absorption of the nutrients in the actual supplement is better. If in case you're taking supplements like iron and calcium, then they should be had separately because they interact. वो एक ही रिसेप्टर के लिए झगड़ा करते हैं, तो जो कैल्शियम को लेता है वही आयरन को लेता है. अगर आप साथ में उसको अपनी बॉडी को डोजेज दोगे तो इट विल ओनली टेक वन और द अदर और दूसरा छूट जाएगा, and that is quite dangerous. So you should time your supplements accordingly. If it is something that is to be taken separately, should be taken separately. And always consult your doctor before you get onto any supplements because there are a lot of drug interactions where अगर आप कोई drug लेते हो तो उससे वो supplement की effectiveness कम हो सकती है, या तो अगर आप कोई supplement पहले से ले रहे हो उससे वो drug की effectiveness कम हो रही है. So if you're taking something like something for your heart, for your lowering cholesterol, and you're taking a supplement that interferes with it, the effectiveness of the drug can reduce and it could lead to a risk of you suffering from that disease or it worsening. So make sure you consult a health professional. And in regards to hair and hair loss, I would like to mention that just a one-stop solution is not something that will work for you. You have to take a holistic approach where you look at your hair care, you look at your nutrition, your diet, what you're eating in your daily diet, along with something, your water intake, your hydration, any treatments that you're supposed to take, any medications, any outer hair care. And if you're too stressed, then dealing with stress, managing your stress. So holistic approach is very important, and one thing can never solve anything. I always give this example to a lot of my clients and patients is that just because people say flaxseed is healthy doesn't mean आप रोज flaxseed खाओगे और आपको कोई बीमारी नहीं होगी, right? You have to have a balanced diet and then supplement with a flaxseed if that is what is important for you. And the same goes for supplements. And always be smart about what you're choosing. Read the ingredients. Be aware. Be an aware consumer, and only then go for anything. Don't take mindless decisions because a lot of these gummies and supplements out there are marketing gimmicks. You probably don't need them. So consult a healthcare professional and only then go ahead with it. Which vitamins for hair growth help in hair growth? So anything, firstly you have to get checked what is the root cause of your hair loss, and there can be possible deficiencies. There's iron deficiency, there can be omega 3, there can be vitamin D, there can be these things that zinc deficiency that can contribute to hair loss. So if you consult with say a professional, they'll let you know which things you're deficient in or what may be your cause, right? It's not always deficiency, it can be anything. So definitely consult somebody, and then you can consult Traya as well, and they'll let you know what is the right treatment line for you. Okay, so how effective are the gummies in managing hair loss? Like I mentioned, you always have to take a holistic approach. You need to find out the root cause for your hair loss, and then take steps in order to mitigate that condition. Gummies is okay for you only if you're not taking any other supplements, you don't have any allergic reactions to it, you're not looking to cut your weight, you're not looking to cut out sugar, then it's fine. Otherwise, I would always recommend a holistic approach to hair loss, managing hair loss. Fruits that you can consume daily. So fruits are not fruits give you a lot of micronutrients, and they can help you give a variety in your diet. So definitely fruits will help. Not necessarily targeted to hair growth, but they can help in general to have a balanced diet. Is it true that sugar-free gummies is just a marketing gimmick? No, there are sugar-free gummies in the market. But what they provide for you, you might not be deficient in it, like for example biotin. So it's just going to be you're just going to add vitamins that you don't need, which is not the best thing. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this helped you, and that's it. Thank you. Bye. Have a good evening.